Hey, what's up everybody? This is VisitJoan, and today I am doing an ice cream parlor. Now this is the ice cream parlor where Dirk and Lilith often visit when they walk home from school, which you saw in Trouble in Paradise Chasing Dreams. They had ice cream cones, and this is where they would have gotten them from. It's on their way home from school, and that's why I put it in Windenburg, in the same neighborhood in which they live. This is another one of those builds that I went into completely without a plan, and I just, decided to, just improvise and hope it turns out looking decent, which it did, thankfully. But anyway, I kind of pictured, the, rounded deck, basically parted by, I don't want to say dormer because it's not really a dormer, but it's a dormer-like thing in the front, I don't even know. But I had kind of a little bit of trouble trying to figure out exactly what kind of lot this was going to be because I wanted this to be a place where Sims would get ice cream. And one of the ways they could do that is they could, go to the, drive-through window, when they have in those ice cream stands, those outdoor ice cream stands that my mom used to go to when she came home from school as a kid. But yeah, that would be how Dirk and Lilith get their ice cream when they come home from school. And I really wanted that to be there, so I kind of wanted it to, sell ice cream, but I was thinking maybe a retail store and have, tubs of ice cream for sale in the, little freezer container thingies. But then somebody would have to, own the lot, and then I couldn't do, build mode on it, which I kind of need to be able to do for Trouble in Paradise. But I also wanted it to be, a place where Sims could sit down and eat ice cream. And so I decided to go with a restaurant that only serves ice cream. And it actually worked out pretty well. I mean, I did have Bella make some, ice cream cartons and bring them over here and stick them in the, the little shelf thingies. But, next time I took somebody there, they were completely gone. So I have no idea what the heck even happened to them. So I guess that doesn't work, but oh well. But, I did take Lilith and Dirk here to test it out, and the funny thing is, Daniel showed up with Kaylin Landerack just randomly, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And the funny thing is when I was playing, for Love Day, I took the two of them out to a nightclub on a date, and Daniel Pleasant showed up there as well. And there's this one point I was trying to get them to do a passionate kiss because, they lost the flirty emotion. I was trying to get it back. So I was having them do, various romantic stuff. And Daniel Pleasant just walks in looking really, really, really angry. He was doing the angry walk and stuff. Just walks in the bathroom. And then when Lilith and Dirk go back to talking, he just comes out still angry. And I'm just like, dude, chill. You've got the wrong twin. I just thought that was kind of funny. And I don't know when you are seeing this, but I am doing this during prep week for the Sims 4 Discovery University. And oh my goodness, it is a long week and it's only Wednesday. I mean, literally. Well, like I said before in another video, I don't know if it's coming out before or after this, but I did mention this before because I recorded it first, but I basically spent an hour recording before I realized that I didn't need to be recording. I didn't even want to record it. I wanted to do it off camera. And that night I went to bed with my eyeshadow on. Well, it turns out that Mercury is in retrograde right now. And I was watching my friend do one of her NaNoWriMo vlogs. And she was talking about this, how it's basically just screwing up to her writing and trying to mess up with her words. And I'm just like, that explains so much because, apparently in astrology, Mercury controls, communication, technology, and when Mercury is in retrograde, it just totally screws all of that stuff up. My computer has been wonky for, a couple of days, and I had to actually repair my game, a week ago, so that would explain that. And then, well, I'm just looking at this, and I looked it up, and it turns out that my computer broke 2 days before the first retrograde of the year. And it also turns out that my friend, that was my closest friend, but then basically cut me out of her wedding, well, that happened while Mercury was in retrograde. And I am not an astrology junkie by any means, but this is way too big of a coincidence to ignore. But anyway, there's some good news. Karma is on my side because, well, and normally I wouldn't say anything bad about a family member, but this particular family member did just tear into me for saying something that everybody else says and gets applauded for. But no, when I say it, I get family members ticked off at me. So basically, long story short, she owes me an apology, and as long as I'm not getting it, anything's fair game. So she organized a cruise for us to all go on back in 2011, and she decided that we were going to go on another one January of 2013. Well, we get to about July of 2012, and I bring it up, and all of a sudden my mom says, well, yeah, we're not going to be going on that anymore because it turns out it was cheaper to do it the week that you start school, so you're not going to be able to go. And that really just ticked me off that, I was looking forward to that, and my aunt just put the value of money over my happiness. And this happened to be the year of the polar vortex, so while I was freezing in sub-zero temperatures trying to go to class, or the campus was closed, so I didn't have class that day. But while I was freezing my butt off, everybody else was cruising in the Caribbean in shorts and tank tops. Oh my goodness. Well, a couple of days ago, my mom and her were talking on the phone. And what happened was she ended up telling me that her friend wants her to go on a cruise. And it would be when my cousin, who is in college now, is actually in school. So she is super ticked off about the whole thing. And I'm not gonna lie, this put me on cloud 9. I was so happy, so ecstatic. And I know it makes me sound like a bad person, but I've put up with tons of crap from this particular cousin, so IDGAF. Yeah, this is the same cousin that called me a bitch when that really was true about herself. And that really just makes me like Lilith. So I'll take it. I don't get wins very often, but I'm definitely calling this a win. Okay, well, I'm sorry if you guys really wanted to hear me talk about the build. I just had to get all of that off my chest. And well, it actually feels good because I don't really have that many people to talk to. So, there's that. But anyway, now I'm coming back to the build. One of the things that was just really annoying was just trying to do the roof, because I was trying to get, I don't even know what I was trying to do. I was trying to get like a couple like curved roofs, and it just like didn't really work all that well. But I finally came up with something that worked. And another thing I wanted was like green booths, but then the walls downstairs and upstairs were green. So I changed the upstairs walls to blue, and then so I was able to have green booths upstairs, which is really neat. I kind of like the way it turned out. I also kind of struggled with just like decorating the walls for a while because I just really just don't like it when the walls are pretty bare like that. It just feels like unfinished and somebody rushed it. And I probably will go back and decorate some of it once university comes out and we have more, decorations, because I don't know, maybe there is Sim State University, which is pretty much in Pleasant View. So maybe those students can hang out here as well as teenagers. I really don't know. But, and you'll see this in a minute, although I did cut most of it out, but I had a heck of a time trying to put a little flower pot into a vase. It just no matter what I did, it was always sticking out. So I had to get out the red shelf, which by the way does not work in this latest update because I was trying to load the goth house where I left some red shelves and it kept crashing. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I tried to load, I loaded up Destiny's Lot and that was fine. So I'm like, okay, I know it's the red shelf. So I got rid of that and it worked. So if you have the red shelf, you really need to take that out of your game, but hopefully they'll update it. But anyway, that was just a real struggle to try and get that to look right because there was stuff sticking out and I'm just like, ugh! It was just extremely frustrating. It was wasted a lot of time doing that. So yeah, I cut all that out because nobody wants to watch that. And also the bathrooms I did cut out, and I normally do the bathrooms on these community lots first because, well, I kind of find them annoying, and once I actually even forgot them when I was building like a restaurant. But I decided to wait until university so that I could have the bathroom stalls in. So yeah, I didn't really do that much in the bathrooms this time around, but I will fix them up once university comes out, and then I will take the final video or pictures or whatever. Anyway, you guys, this build is pretty much wrapping up, so I'm gonna end it right here. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate you giving it a like and a comment, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. Also, you can follow me on social media if you want to see behind the scenes, fun facts, snippets of everyday lives, things like that. Follow me on Instagram at VisitJoan, and if you want to see my opinions on all things Sims related, follow me on Twitter at VisitJoanVideos. Also, this is available on the gallery, both the pre-uni and the post-uni versions will be. My ID is VisitJoan, but that's it everybody, bye!